Alright, what's up everybody? On a 3-night trip, we're going to be doing a big loop. I got more stuff than I should on a trip like this because I decided to bring the fish finder, so we're going to be double carrying everything. We probably got about 10 portages to do. Unfortunately, Logan's not with me on this one. We said in the last trip, the next few trips we're going to be solo until September probably. Maybe we'll get one in this summer. But usually in the summer we go on solo trips. Spring and fall and winter we're together. Alright guys, our campsite that we want is open. We're going to get it. There's nobody here. There was cars in the parking lot. I thought it was going to be busy, but I think we have this whole pond to ourselves. It's incredibly beautiful right now. It's really nice. Just enough wind to keep the bugs down. Really nice temperature. Partly cloudy. Mostly cloudy. It's partly cloudy for upstate New York. But I wanted to unload, but it's too nice not to just troll down the little shoreline here real quick. See if we can pick up a fish. I think we're 2 or 3 weeks late to really get on hot trout fishing, I think. Alright guys, that's where I'm going to be pitching the tent. There's my bedroom. Like I said, I'm fairly lightweight on this trip. Tent, top quilt, sleeping pad, pillow. I have another pillow too because I'm a side sleeper. Fire pits over here. I'll show you. Here's my whole kitchen. That's everything I use for cooking. And there's my food. That's probably my biggest weight is the food, because normally we have a cooler, but on a trip like this I don't bring the cooler. So here we got a little stove. My coffee maker, my pot, collapsible both of them, and my frying pan. Alright, let's get this tent set up. Alright, we're back out fishing. It's been a while since I've been here. I've never recorded a video here. I've camped here several times. Caught a lot of trout here. But I've always come much earlier in the season too. I just saw on the phone that tonight's supposed to be a supermoon, the first one, so that's pretty awesome. I did not know that. I had like 4 bites, but they just hit it and were gone. I think they're just small fish. Alright guys, we're doing spaghetti. I made up my mind. The spaghetti's all done boiling. It's just got to thicken up. We're letting it sit. The pot did a great job. It's a little bigger than my other pot, so I put a little too much water in, but that's all right. It'll come back nicely. Check it out. The loons are fishing right out in front of my campsite. Hope they're having better luck than me. All right, she's done. Yeah, almost. Every time I leave to go on a trip, the day I get out of work, I always think that I should wait an extra day. But I just want to get out here and get it started. I forgot stuff, and I'm super tired. I don't know if you can tell, my energy level is very, very low. Tomorrow will be a better day. I'm just going to sit here and finish this, and we're going to get back out fishing. Seeing some fish surfacing now. It's hard to believe it's June, even though it's late June, but it's still, I have this place to myself. I'm the only person on this whole lake. Got some nice color in the sky right there. Got loons singing behind me. I don't think you can hear it, but they are. Oh, what a night. If we could just get a fish to bite. It's like 9:15 now. Going in like 15-20 minutes. I gave it my best shot. Got skunked today. If I had a fly rod, I probably would have caught some today. Well, fly rod wouldn't really help me that much because I don't know how to use it. If I knew how to fly fish and had a fly rod, I probably would have caught some fish today. The moon is going to be crazy tonight. It's not up over the trees yet, but I just saw it through the trees, and it's going to be nuts. It's huge. I mean, that you can't really see it on the action camera. It's just coming up over the trees. It's already reflecting off the water. We got her going. It's not as pretty a fire as Logan's, but it's hot. Check out the moon. That's pretty nice. So we have the whole pond to ourselves. We have a nice fire. We have loons calling out behind us, as well as a supermoon behind us. We didn't get any fish today, but I would say that's a good ending to a night. We're just going to enjoy this fire, listen to the loons, watch the moon rise, and then we're going to go to bed. Get up bright and early and see if we can redeem ourselves on this pond. There's the moon. Guys, good morning. It's just before 5 a.m. I look ridiculous. I'm still in my pajama pants. But I was just going to stay in bed. I'm pretty tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I was up and down all night long. The moon was really bright. But I need to get out there and try and fish this morning. Then I'm going to come back in and go back to bed. So let's get on the water. I probably should have put my pants on. I just want to go back in. If we catch a fish, it might get messy. I really don't want to get my pajama pants wet and slimy. Dang. It's when you start making mistakes, when you don't have a lot of sleep and you're super tired. Loons are calling already. Actually, they never stopped because it must have been the supermoon last night. The loons just non-stop called all night long. Beautiful out here this morning. Really nice sunrise. Little fog on the water. A little chilly, but that's good. The sun's gonna come out. It's gonna burn all this off, and it's gonna get hot. Oh, we just had a bite. They're just such light bites. They're not taking it. I think we got a fish. Oh, it popped off right here. We had a fish on this morning, but we lost it at the boat. I think I'm going to fish for a little bit longer, come in, pack up, and we're going to get on the water. I've changed up the plan a little bit. The nice thing about this place is there's a lot of different ponds, all interconnected. And I was going to take a loop that required more portaging, but now I changed it up and I'm going to do less portaging. I haven't slept. So yeah, I'm going to be kind of on the same ponds, but less portaging. I'm tired. I worked all night Sunday, only slept for an hour and a half, 2 hours at home. Drove all the way up here, paddled into the headwind. Last night I slept maybe 3 hours, and my body's used to being up all night. I did 5 12-hour night shifts last week, so it's hard to transition back over into days. Sometimes it can do it, but last night wasn't one of those nights. So we're still going to be on a bunch of ponds and rivers and finish with the lake, but we're going to do much less portaging, more river traveling. I may not be catching fish, but you could not ask for a nicer day. It's beautiful out. Barely a cloud in the sky. Sun's out. Temperature's probably 70 degrees right now. It's really nice out. It's time to go. We finally got a fish, but it's just a dink bass. That's a nice fish. We'll go. Nice. It was a good fight too. Oh, that guy fought way better than he looks. Little bass. Portage all done. We double carried it. I would have liked to single carry, but with the fish finder, that's not possible. Crazy windy. If the wind picks up like this tomorrow, we're not going to be able to go to the big lake for sure. It might be just a 2-night trip. Or we can stay over here for 2 nights maybe. Oh, we'll see. But we got to paddle this river for a little while. Probably got about 30-40 minutes paddle here. And we're going to get on some more ponds. Really nice in here. It's nice and roomy. It's real wide to paddle through. It's not real narrow. It might narrow up here, but it's really nice. We're on Copperus Pond now. We left the creek. We're gonna fish this for a while. Oh, wind is ripping. We're in a little square pond now. I think this is where we're gonna stay for the night. This is pretty nice. This is nice, and it's big and it's open. I think we're gonna set up camp here. And tomorrow we're gonna head to the big lake if we can, if it's not windy. Alright, so let's go find a campsite here. Alright, here's my situation. I paddled down to the last campsite on this pond. It's a pretty big pond. And this campsite is not nice. And the only other campsite on this pond, well, it's not even on this pond, it's back in the river. It's just at the opening into this place, and there's going to be a lot of people paddling by it. Alright, I found a little hidden campsite back here, right in this little point where the bigger river goes into the smaller river, right off the big pond. And I think this might be where Logan camped. We're going to have to give him a call and see. Yeah, look at this. This is way better. Oh yeah, I'm happy. This is a campsite. There's even wood here. This is beautiful. I'm pretty happy right now. This is one of the nicer campsites I've stayed at. Look at this, the river right here. Opening to the big pond right there and back into the river over here. I don't even know if I'm getting this alright on the camera. I'm sorry if I'm not. I'm just taking in all the sights. Beautiful. Alright, bro.
Alright, man. Enjoy the rest of your trip and hit me up later, especially if something exciting happens.
I will say goodbye to the people.
Alright. See you later, y'all.
Alright, man. I'll give you a call.
Alright, brother. Have a good one, man.
Alright, peace, man. Later.
Bye.
Yeah, this is exactly where Logan stayed on his solo trip. This is such a beautiful campsite. I was low, but now I'm back up because this place is so nice. Alright, we're going to hang out here for a little while, and then we're going to head up the river that way and go explore. Can you guys see the loon nest right there? Big blow up. We got a nice bass on. Small one too. Nice. Nice smallie. Real largy. And we're heading down the river now. We caught a couple nice bass out there. That smallie was nice. I saw some submerged timber just sticking up. I threw the whopper right on the edge of it and bam, as soon as I landed. This river is much more narrow than the other one, but I actually like this better. I thought I liked the other one better. This is nicer. Check it out. Destroyed my camera mount. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I gotta figure this out. There's no way I can film on my boat without this. I'm gonna have to rig something up. It's really nice in here. I have to hold the camera for all the shots now. Sorry. I have it rigged up so you can see me. But if I want to show anything but this angle, I gotta pick it up. Maybe I can jerry rig something when I get back to camp. I can't believe my mount just disintegrated at the base. Fish in this pond pretty hard. And outside of where the rivers come together, it seems barren. I'm not even seeing anything on the fish finder. No bites. I'm way in the back end of it right now. I thought the fishing would be pretty good down here, but it's not. Sorry about the mount again. I have it like gear tied to my thwart. It's the best it's gonna be. But I think it's time we're gonna head back to camp and get dinner ready. I think tonight's just gonna be hang out at camp for the rest of the night. I don't think I'm gonna go back out fishing again after this. That's how my camera's mounted. Alright, see I got the dehydrated vegetables right here. It's broccoli, a bell pepper, and beans. I got the chicken, and I got the rice. Check this out, a deer came down. He's grazing in the side of the water here, right by my campsite. I had to start the fire a little early. The flies were starting to drive me nuts. I got a little bit of wood. Not too much. I don't plan on being up too late tonight. I need to get some sleep. Lots of wildlife here. Deer, geese and their babies, loon nested over there. Ducks flying around. Pretty nice. Alright, that's a wrap on tonight. I'm just going to let this fire burn down a little bit more. And I'm going to bed. I need some sleep. Hopefully I get a good night's sleep tonight. There's no giant moon blaring down at me like a floodlight tonight, so that's good. Even though it was beautiful last night. I'm not complaining, but it was very bright. I'm just going to enjoy this fire for a little while longer and hit the hay, and we'll see you in the morning. Good night.
Check it out, guys. It's 4 a.m. I just woke up. This is the moon from my bed. I'm in my tent. It's a floodlight again. It's like 4:40. I got my dome light on. With the big moon and the sun just starting to come up, it's light enough to start packing up and get on the water. I think I'm going to get up now, beat the heat and all the people, and get on the water. We got to decide what we're going to do today. Today's beautiful. It's going to be like 79 degrees, calm, sunny, which is too hot. I might put some shorts on. And which is nice to go out to the big lake, but tomorrow's going to be severe thunderstorms. The wind's going to be kicking up to double digits pretty early, and I don't want to be dealing with that on the big lake tomorrow. So I might just stay here and fish for a while today. I got some traveling to do. I got a pretty big paddle today to get back to where I want to go. I could do less paddling and do that portage again, but with all the gear I have, I think I'd rather just paddle around and go through some new ponds that I haven't been to. We'll have like one beaver dam we got to go over. which is nothing. But I could go out to the big lake from there too and go fish at the big lake for a little while. Maybe stop at a campsite, eat dinner, and then come back and either get in the car and go, or stay on the smaller pond and then leave in the morning. So I don't even think I'm going to make coffee or anything. I'm just going to eat a couple Cliff Bars and pack up and get out of here. So let's do it. All right, guys, we're all packed up. It's only 5:30. We're about to get on the water. Everything's all squared away. I would walk through. We didn't leave anything behind. It was like record time for me. A lot of mosquitoes out this morning. Right out here in these weeds, just a little while ago, there was a huge battle going on. And it was either a giant largemouth or a pike out there trying to eat something. All right, guys, we're on the water. We got a long paddle today, and we have to decide if we're going to stay tonight or leave this evening. I'm going to get a better up-to-date forecast in a little while. The river really opens up right here in this spot. There's the portage back there. This is a really nice part of the river. I love it when you're paddling on the river and it's closed in on you, and then you'll have certain spots like this where it just opens right up. I should probably go back into this little bay area and fish it, but I think I'm just going to keep paddling. It's not even 8:30 in the morning. We're in the middle of the big lake. What I think I'm going to do is, because it's so calm paddling, even with all my gear paddling, this is easy. The sun is really bright overhead. There's some campsites way over there on that big island, but they're pretty far. I think I'm going to make a big loop on this big lake and then head back down the other way to where I came. And I'm going to go down this way into this bay, loop around, cut back, come across those islands, and then head straight back to where we came. Alright, I had to stop. I changed out of my pants and dry boots that aren't dry. They're wet because they're leaking horribly. I tried to seal them, but it didn't work. And I put some shorts on. I just got my Crocs. And I've taken a break, eating a snack, drinking some water at this campsite. Logan and I actually stayed at this campsite a bunch of videos ago. There's one called Lemons to Lemonade, where Logan totaled his SUV meeting me up here. And we continued our trip anyways. We left the SUV, called a tow truck, went in my car, and we came to this campsite. And it's a really nice campsite out on this lake. Got a nice grassy area that gets sun. Raised fire pit with a big rock behind it. It's got a little table somebody made. Like, I don't know how I feel about the tables. How do you guys feel? Like, I feel like maybe it makes it feel less like wild, but at the same time, it's super convenient to be able to set all your stuff on a table. I guess if you want to feel wild, you just got to go right up there. And it's a huge island in the middle of this big lake, and it's like a forest on an island. Right there is where I had my tent, and right over here is where Logan had his tent. I remember sitting out in that rock out there where my boat is, Logan and I both, and just the stars were crazy that night. Back on the lake. It feels amazing being out here with just shorts and Crocs on. I rarely get to do that. We're usually camping in cold weather. No fish out here in the big lake. There's nobody even out here fishing. I saw one guy fishing, and he was fishing an area for a little bit, and he just got up and took off. Even though I didn't catch a fish, I'm glad I came out here because it's easy paddle, it's super calm, and it was nice going to visit that campsite again. We've been paddling now for 6 hours with just that short little break for like 20 minutes on that campsite.
We gotta be like probably 2 or 3 beaver dams we gotta get over. And the first one is right now. Water is like ripping through here. We're getting over this beaver dam. No. Alright, we gotta get more speed. Wow, water's going fast. That's the fastest I've ever seen it going through there. Got our first one. He went after the whopper plopper and missed it, so I threw the wacky worm and I got him, just a little guy. I know it's the same fish. He was set up on a tree. That was fun. We got a decent fish on. Weird, he's fighting me kind of like a smallie, but I don't think he is. This has got to be a big bass. Oh, it is a smallie. No. That's why it's fighting me like a smallie, because it is a smallie. Nice smallie. 18. He was set up like a largie, like on some structure in shallow water. Oh, he got off. Dang it, that was a nice largie. Oh yeah, it's a jumper. Another smallie up shallow. Whoa, that thing just jumped like 3 feet out of the water. This guy's not happy about being caught. Listen to that. That's a smallmouth. There's a rip and drag like a pike. Wow. Holy cow, this guy's got some. 18 and a half. That's a big fish. That was fun. He fought like a pike. Alright guys, I had to take a break. We have been in the boat, I don't even know how many hours now, let's see. It's 1:30, I got on the water at 5:30. So, a long time. And I think I'm done. There's one more tree down here that I want to cast on, and then I'm going to troll out of here, and I think I'm going to head home. I don't feel like dealing with rain and thunderstorms. I didn't bring a tarp. I wasn't set up for rain, so we caught some really nice smallies already, though. I'm pretty happy with that. It's time to go. Alright guys, that's a trip. That's a wrap. Well done bass fishing. I caught some nice bass back there. I hooked up with the bass at that tree. I said I wanted to stop and fish. He shook off and took my worm. That was my last one. So I'll be back at the car in like 15 minutes here. 10-15 minutes. Sorry this one wasn't a great one, but it was alright. I had some adversities on this trip with the exhaustion, not sleeping, my camera mount breaking. But we worked through them. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.